Anxiety quotes. Hi, Robert Herdman here again. And in this video, I want to talk to you about anxiety quotes and how beneficial they can be on a daily basis to reduce and eliminate controlling anxiety in your life altogether. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel below. Click on the button and click the bell so as you can get future videos in the up and coming weeks and months ahead. So anxiety quotes. What benefit can a quote have on reducing anxiety? When I am working with clients in my private practice, I teach them a process of what I call renewing the mind. Renewing the mind is a process of updating what I call your mental software. If you're going through an experience of controlling anxiety, it's because you have trained your nervous system to do something over a sustained period of time. But just as you can train yourself to do something one way, if you take the time and the patience, you can actually train yourself to do anything. As human beings, we are learning machines. We can train ourselves and we can learn to do anything that we want to do. When you're trying to overcome a negative emotion that is controlling your life, the process of putting new information, new ideas into your mind is the first step in reducing and eliminating that unwanted emotion. And what I found very beneficial is using quotes on a daily basis. One of my favorite quotes is, if you continue to do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And that's what happens with most people. They continue to do the same thing over and over again, and they hope someday things will turn around. But life's a wee bit more structured than that. By using anxiety quotes on a daily basis, what you're actually doing is you're feeding the subconscious mind with new information. Another one of my favorite quotes is, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that teacher can be in the form of a story, it can be in the form of a quote, it can be in the form of a metaphor. Metaphors and stories and quotes have such a powerful effect on the unconscious mind. Because even though we're reading it consciously, the subconscious mind takes that in a totally different way. We can perceive a quote in a totally different way. I'm sure you've had the experience where someone said something to you, and you took that in and you represented it as something. And then maybe later you were talking to that person and they said, well, that's not what I meant at all. So we represent things in our mind, sometimes totally different from other people. But getting into the habit of using quotes on a daily basis, I have found is one of the great benefits and one of the easiest ways to help you change how you feel on a daily basis. I'm sure you've had the experience where, you're not feeling good or you're not feeling down, and you read a story or you even read a quote, and there's something in that quote actually turns things around from you. In my second book, Daily Boost 365, what I actually found over the years of personal development, in my personal experience, quotes and stories had such a huge effect on my life. So we have 365 days in the year. I picked, my favorite quotes and my favorite stories, and I put them into a book, and I published that book, and I call it Daily Boosts 365. And I call it a flick book. And what I do is, I give it to all my clients that come in. If they're having one of those days, they just flick the book, pick a page, and there's maybe 10 quotes on that page, and they just read through it. And, from feedback and experience, a lot of clients would say to me, it was just that one quote that turned things around for me, or it was just that one story. So again, it's a simple idea, but what you're doing is you're feeding the unconscious mind with new information. Try it and see what happens. The next time you're feeling less than resourceful, or even if you are feeling in a good state, the best way to train the mind is in a peak state and an empowering state. Go onto Google and type in anxiety quotes. And the list of quotes are endless, but there's some fantastic quotes on there. Or go into YouTube and type in anxiety quotes, and there's loads of videos with anxiety quotes, and put them on your desktop on your computer. Again, just a simple technique and a simple strategy, but it can have such a huge effect on how you feel on a daily basis. I have found that anxiety quotes are one of the easiest ways to help you reduce anxiety, because instead of focusing on what's wrong, you're interrupting that pattern and you're putting new information into the subconscious mind. And new information breeds new thoughts breed new emotions, and new emotions take you in a totally different direction. So again, another simple tip for today's video. If you found this video beneficial or any value in this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below. Click on the bell so you'll get future videos in the next coming weeks and months ahead. In the next video, I want to talk to you about nervousness and how you can address it. This feeling of nervousness that comes up in a lot of people, there's easy ways to address that. And when you think about it, rather than getting into the state of nervousness, if you have a simple technique that can help you take yourself out of this before it starts, then that can only be beneficial. So please join me in the next video. My name is Robert Herdman. Take care and stay safe, and I'll see you next time.